South African inspection company, or a South African inspection company, is showcasing scanning technology that's helped to improve engineering across the world. Delta Scan can also detect analysis, or rather data analysis, I beg your pardon, on UCT fires and some of the shops affected during the July 2021 civil unrest in parts of KwaZulu-Natal and Gauteng. This helped to bolster the quality of information that was available to risk assessors, insurers and authorities following the acts of arson. Newzroom Afrika's Ziyanda Ngcobo has more from Dubai.
We're just outside the South African pavilion, and I have someone who has come to bring South Africa's own innovation and technology to Expo 2020 Dubai. I'm talking about Dale Pedro, who works at Delta Scan, and one of the things that Delta Scan has done even for us back home is to do some analysis of the UCT fire and some of the shops that were looted in the July unrest last year. I just want to know from you, Dale, what kind of technologies are you showcasing on behalf of South Africa that an advanced country such as the UAE may not be exposed to?
No, definitely. Thank you for having me. So basically, I'm here today to represent Delta Scan, which is a South African company. We focus on digital engineering tools that basically allow people that work in those type of environments to extract more in-depth engineering information from digital assets that we recreate using drones as well as laser scanners. Basically multiple remote sensing tools. I must say, Dubai is very much a place that's about, that savviness, that techie, that visualization type of look. And I could say from a South African point of view, we've championed that, but in the integration of that in the engineering space. So for instance, you mentioned the UCT fires.
Yes.
Basically, you can understand it's a disaster zone. There's not much access. Any information that the insurers, the asset owners, engineers, fire managers, any information that they're going to be applying their decisions on is going to be very limited because of access and the environment they're working in.
Yes.
We basically mitigate that completely by basically reconstructing the entire area using laser scanners as well as drones, and then from that, these professionals then can look at information purely by sitting at their PC screens, and then from there they can make their complex decision-making processes that they need to follow.
So what's the inverse then of this experience? What are you taking away from some of the pavilions that you visited, some of the interactions that you've had? You've been attending several meetings, with several delegates and leaders here in the UAE.
One thing I must say is that sometimes, we sit in a bubble in South Africa, specifically when you're in the tech space, thinking that, there's that ceiling. And I must say that South Africans, we bash that ceiling completely. If we compare our technology of what we know that we are capable of doing and comparing it with some of the European techs that is comparable with our type of software. And I must say, I think it's just kind of that we have to get out of that bubble and just understand that we have the capability to stand toe in toe with the international software, like specifically in the infrastructural asset management platform space. So yeah.
All right, that's Dale Pedro. He's from Delta Scan. He is the business development director there, and so some interesting work that's being done with technology. I'm not much of a techie, but I tell you what, I want to go have a look at that laser scan and see how it works. We've used drones ourselves at Newzroom Afrika during the July unrest, so certainly technology leading the future, leading the way, and South Africa is also right up there with other countries. For Newzroom Afrika on channel 405, I'm Ziyanda Ngcobo at Expo 2020 Dubai.